Good evening. This is the regular meeting of the Board of Commissioners, St. Charles Parish Housing Authority, March 26, 2024. The time is now 6 p.m. I call the meeting to order. Will you please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, good evening, everybody. Our first agenda item this evening is a review of our minutes from the February 27th, 2024 meeting. Is there any board discussion?
Few seconds to finish looking at it.
Yeah, absolutely. Please note for the record that Commissioner Bailey is arriving now at 6:03. Commissioner Bailey, we're just reviewing the minutes from our last meeting. They weren't part of the original packet.
Mr. Chair, I'd like to pass a motion to approve the minutes as presented.
All right, Commissioner Bailey has moved to accept the minutes as presented. Do we have a second?
A second.
A second by Commissioner DeBrouillet. All in favor? Aye. I think that carries. Next agenda item is board review financial report. Any board discussion?
Ms. Prevost, I know we have administrative reports coming from you later for low rent and HCV. All of these financial statements, they go to what date? I see we also have a low rent September 23.
Low rent goes to September, which is the end of that fiscal year.
Okay. All right, any additional board discussion?
So,
Any-
Go ahead. Commissioner Woods, you want to turn your mic on?
You spoke on just on low rent.
Microphone.
Section 8, where are we?
Section 8,
Com-
I believe, has April, up until April. Yes, until April.
Okay. So for one, Housing Solutions has, we'll say, completed their job, which we paid for,
Yes,
and we're waiting on just a few more months to complete the other one.
correct.
Okay, okay, I'll leave it at that.
All right, any additional board discussion regarding financial report? All right, seeing none, do we have a motion to accept the financial report into the record?
I motion that the financial report be accepted to the record.
Second.
All right, we have a motion made by Ms. Jackson to accept the financial report into the record, seconded by Commissioner Bailey. All in favor?
Aye.
That carries. Low rent and HCVP expense reports is our next agenda item. Any board discussion?
Low rent expense reports, I didn't see that. Tell me something about that, I don't remember seeing it.
Monthly. We don't usually have it. I'm sorry, I didn't see that on there, but all of that should have been in the financials.
Okay. All right, next agenda item, VMS report.
VMS for February, we only paid for 3 portable vouchers, 6,613. We usually have 8, but we only paid 3. For the rest of the vouchers we had for the month was 234. And that half was $216,057. The total vouchers at the end of the month was $241. 241 vouchers. We had 2 vouchers that we issued that did not lease up.
To local folks?
Say that again?
To local people or somebody that poured it in?
Probably both. One poured it in, one other.
Yeah, thank
Other
you.
chain. For port-in vouchers, we have 8 of them, and that amount is $8,440. For our NTW administrative expenses was $10,000. The ACV
I
unrestricted
don't know what she just told me. This one right here. She was on administrative.
Okay.
was $290,819. The restricted net position funds, as of the last day of the month, that was a negative $98,280.
What does that mean to us? I mean, what did the agent say? I mean, what that is far as
What it is
HUD looking at us.
we spending more than what HUD gave us, but we have reserved to cover it. So with HUD, new amount that they're gonna give us, because we didn't have as many vouchers before as we do now, they will accommodate us for the
That's the
vouchers.
administrative fee, right?
No, that's half.
That's the half, okay.
And the HCV cash investment for the last day of the month was $204,782, and that's the reserve that I was talking about.
Hi, Ms. Prevost, can you give us a little bit of an update on where we're at on the waiting list and?
Okay. For ACV with the waiting list, we give out 10 vouchers every month. And we get back about 8, but for, what this is, March, we got back all 10. And what we have done was issue them the vouchers. They out there looking. 4 or 5 of them done turned theirs in already. So we're leasing up pretty quickly.
Okay.
And for low rent, we have 3, maybe 4 people that know. We're gonna have 3 moving in April the 1st and 1 on the 15th. We're trying to get a unit together because we have 3 units that maintenance need to repair. And one of those units, we're trying to get somebody in, hopefully by April 15th.
And we filled up those 14 new units we have.
That's what we're in the process of doing. Hoping, I'm pushing it, no later than May 15th. I'm hoping to have all of them filled.
All right, Ms. Prevost, if you want to go ahead and give us your administrative reports.
Okay, for ACV, for courthouse searching, we have 5. We got 1 that went to Jefferson, Kenner, and 3 at St. Charles. For courthouse that is leased up, we have 9. We have 6 at St. John, 1 at St. Bernard, and 1 at Wichita Parish, and 1 at Harris County. For Port In leased up that we are billing to pay us, we have 6 from Kenner, 1 from Harris County, and 2 from St. John. We don't have, but Port In searching, we don't have any. Now we have now they have 3 months on a voucher to find something.
Okay. on the Port and leased up, are we pretty much current on our collections? Are people who
No,
owe
people
us?
who owe us.
Or somewhat, but some that's from a year or so ago, not last year, but we are going after them because they were having financial trouble. So now they're getting it together, so they told us they're gonna pay. So we will be collecting that.
I asked that because that was one of the.
Right. And also, what we're in the process of doing is going after all of those with fraud. And they've been turning in some money this week, so. We had 3 EOPs. 1 was a eviction and 2 was, no, 1 was eviction, 1 was expired voucher, and the other one moved back to public housing.
So on this, the page that says the units are in mod, right, that's the last page?
No, I never got to that one yet.
Huh?
I never got to that one yet. I'm going to that. So we have, for low rent, we have 41 units that's leased out of the 129. We have 70 that's going on mod.
Oh, so they're not on mod yet?
What happened was they were in draft, under review or draft with
Okay.
with Saks, and HUD wanted it back to where it was, so they have to go back. So tomorrow we having a Zoom to fix that.
They did approve the mod request, what,
This was.
three weeks
This
ago.
was a PIC though, that,
But this was the computer issues in PIC.
nothing but computer issues,
Do you know how
yes.
much they're gonna pay for
So,
each unit or not?
so there were some issues with the computer system. I was made aware of it today, because they did approve the units actually going into mod, but then it has to go through the computer system in PIC. There were some issues where they asked for us to change the.
That's E-locks.
Oh, E-locks. Well, there's, both systems were having issues, correct?
We having that issues, it's not so much with the system with this, it's with HUD and SACS.
Okay, and the
Because we done
status.
did what we had to do.
Right. But they asked us to do some other stuff, and we did it. It wasn't showing up in certain systems.
Yeah.
and-
They can't see it, but on
They
our
can't see
side,
it, but we
it's
can see it.
saying it's a read only, and we can't touch it.
And there were screenshots of the screens sent back and forth. So all parties know that it's a,
That's a technical issue.
Yes.
They got a deadline?
Well, we have a Zoom call tomorrow.
Oh, Zoom call
To try
tomorrow,
to fix
okay.
that, yes.
What's the do we know a projection on how much rent's gonna come in once they go on mine? How much they pay per unit, or do they pay the max, or what?
Yeah.
Or the percentage, is it?
I'm gonna be honest, I don't know exactly how much it will be. They really haven't discussed it with me.
Okay.
And I will find out for you tomorrow and let you know.
Yeah, I just said it'd be interesting to see how much money we'll make.
Yeah,
when
because
go
we
on
were
mine.
losing out
Yeah,
on a whole lot, like 400.
yeah.
On your list, that covers total units and unit means vacant units. I'm seeing units in there for disarmament.
That is all of the units.
We have,
That's the units that's going on mod, let me put it that way,
so all 12 that was back in disarmament are gonna be,
on mod.
and on what?
All of them that are vacant, that is gonna be rehabbed by the streamline conversion is what's going on mod.
So on this list, I'm not seeing 12 listed, but on this, we will technically have 12 units. The 12 units that were at disarmament, you're saying all 12 of those are going into mod?
Yes. I'm sorry about this, what, report. I gotta get my people on it, because when I looked at it today,
When I was going through it the
Yes.
other night, I was wondering why
Yes.
there weren't 12 units on there, because I almost totally. But anyway, I guess something that's correctable, and technically they will be, or are going to be put into mod whenever all the
we
computer
got all of
stuff
that,
gets-
yes.
so,
Yes.
Okay, good answer.
All right, any additional questions? Do you have an update on maintenance or
I
agency?
do have one, excuse me. Once they're on mine, they all gonna be, they can be considered and used for the conversion, right? The unit count is still, we'll still get those units, right?
Correct.
And that got cleared up with HUD, like,
That's what we gonna, all of that's,
all of that's in the
yeah,
process,
because
okay.
once they clear it on mod, then we can start getting paid. But that's what we're gonna discuss tomorrow, to try to see how we can fix it to where we can start getting paid for it.
Right, but I mean, also, you know, I know they said there was an issue with the units not being on mine, and it's not being counted towards our project-based vouchers. So,
Once that
so
situation
that's
is
gonna,
fixed,
that's gonna fix all, okay.
yes.
All right, that's good.
With maintenance, as I said earlier, we have 3 units that maintenance got to go in and fix. We had, I think about 3 or 4 contractors today came to look at the units for that RFP we had out, to paint the units. So we'll be hearing back, because it's due on Thursday. Their bids are due on Thursday. As y'all know, we did do pressure washing. We did some striping. We got to finish that up, probably come on the weekend and do it. We had 40 work orders all 40 was completed. But pretty much with everything else, we caught up. It's just those RFP
With those
things.
RFPs that we put out, that is to, I'm asking, not being a statement, I'm asking, if that's to correct the deficiencies that,
Where the people are living.
yeah, where they're living in that, can't think of her name. Well, you gave me a list of some things that were, so that's what we're working off, those deficiencies we noted, whatever, a
Yes.
few months back or whatever.
Yes.
That's what the RFP is.
Yes.
Okay, good deal.
All right, any additional board discussion? Ms. Priebus, is there anything else that we need to review this evening or go over?
Oh, in your packet, I have the, conference. So those of y'all wanna go, let me know. Y'all can look at it and see what it's gonna entail.
It's in the back of the packet.
Yeah.
All right,
Also, with that, I'm sorry, the HUD corrections, we down to 3, and findings 2 and 3 is dealing with that HOTMA. Up until we working on revising the ACOP and the administrative plan. HUD and them still working on this too, so that's gonna be a little while, long as we have it before January when it goes into effect, but we hope to have it before then. And the third one was, making sure our maintenance people are paid the correct wages, and we will have that corrected. Well, I don't think it's a problem, but we will make sure, because I'm having trouble trying to find the wages, but I will be researching and calling civil service to see what theirs is, to see if we up on with civil service.
Now, I thought we put in motion to get off of civil service.
It's a process.
That's a problem,
And-
okay.
it takes legislative action
Yes.
as well.
Legislative action, okay.
So we had to wait, after we voted on it, it was after the last legislative session. And then we had people moving offices because of elections, so it's part of the process.
So that's, okay. All right.
All right,
That's all
anything
I
else?
have.
That's it? All right, well, at this time, we'll open for public comments.
I do have something I was hoping, it's in our packet, I was gonna ask questions,
Okay.
reference, the fee accounting contract.
All right, let me close out public comments, and then we'll get back to board discussion. All right, so seeing none for public comments is closed. Board discussion. Mr. Woods?
Let's see, looks like we did enter into a contract with 76 Strategies.
No,
This
not
is a
yet.
contract to
We've been
review,
waiting-
right?
Waiting on,
Well, look, it's in the packet, which is why
I
I'm
put it in
asking
the packet
question.
because
It's for
we
board
have
review.
to.
And I think I saw,
The auditor,
didn't see no signatures yet, so.
right.
Again, are we having that discussion this evening, Mr. Chair?
Yeah, we're going to be entering into executive session after a board motion to do so, to discuss personnel issues, fee accountant contracts, and
And.
Related
auditor
matters.
Contract is in here also.
yes. All right, so if there's no further board discussion,
Mr. Chair, I'd like to pass a motion that we enter into executive session.
all right,
Second.
we have a motion made by Commissioner Bailey to move into executive session, and it's seconded by Mr. Woods. All in favor?
Aye.
That carries. We'll now move into executive session. right, do we have any,
Mr. Chair, ready for a
Go ahead,
motion?
Mr.
Mr. Chair, I move that we end our executive session and return to regular order.
A second.
all right, we have a motion made by Commissioner Woods and seconded by Commissioner Bailey to resume our regular meeting and end the executive session. All in favor?
Aye.
That carries. Time is now 7:54. Do we have any board discussion? Any motions from the board?
Mr. Chair, I move that we adjourn the meeting.
Second.
Right, we have a motion to adjourn and seconded. Cast your votes. Aye. Meeting is adjourned, 7:54.
All right.
Thank you.